Hey there! Itching to plan an international adventure and still deliberating where to travel or relocate to because of your safety? Worry no more. All you need to do is stay glued to your screen and watch this video to the end. Hi everyone, welcome to today's video, where we will be discussing the safest country in the world. So in case you're worried about a missile hitting you, you can start processing your traveling documents right away. Watch the video to the end, as I have a shocker for you about the safest country in the world. Before we begin, be kind enough to subscribe to this channel for amazing content. And don't forget to turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our latest videos. So, let's get into it. Peace, some people say, starts with a smile. Ask anyone who lives in one of the most peaceful countries in the world, and they will probably tell you I am right. These most peaceful nations also enjoy lower interest rates, a stronger currency, a higher foreign investment, not to mention better political stability and a stronger correlation with the individual level of perceived happiness. Human health and well-being are intimately linked to the state of the country that a particular human is living in. A safe or peaceful country can provide multiple benefits to its citizens' physical, mental, and social well-being. However, the environmental degradation of a country due to war, such as that caused by nuclear weapons, missiles, grenades, etc., air and water pollution, noise, radiation, chemicals, and biological agents, can have negative effects on health. Having said that, let's proceed to the safest country in the world. There are 23 different indicators used to determine how safe or how dangerous a country is. These factors are broken into three categories: ongoing international and domestic conflict, societal safety and security, militarization. Based on these three factors, a score is calculated for each of the countries featured. The lower the score, the higher the nation is ranked in terms of safety. Going by this analysis, Iceland earned the position of the safest country in the world. A majority of the top 25 safest countries are European countries. Europe is the only continent to have not seen a decline in safety since 2009, according to the Global Peace Index. Most notably, the Nordic countries of Europe, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and Finland, are all in the top 25 safest countries. So, this region is considered the safest in the world. The homicide rate in this region is 0.8 incidents per 100,000 inhabitants. These 5 Nordic countries are all in the top 10 happiest countries in the world as well. Iceland. Iceland's settlement began in 874 AD, when the Norwegian chieftain Ingolf Arneson became the first permanent settler on the island. In the following centuries, Norwegians and to the lesser extent other Scandinavians emigrated to Iceland, bringing with them slaves of Gaelic origin. In the wake of the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars, Iceland gained independence in 1918 and became a republic in 1944. Until the 20th century, Iceland relied largely on subsistence fishing and agriculture. Industrialization of the fisheries and Marshall Plan aid following World War II brought prosperity, and Iceland became one of the wealthiest and most developed nations in the world. It became a part of the European Economic Area in 1994. This further diversified the economy into sectors like finance, biotechnology, and manufacturing. Iceland has a market economy with relatively low taxes compared to other OECD countries, and the highest trade union membership in the world. It maintains a Nordic social welfare system that provides universal health care and tertiary education for its citizens. Iceland ranks high in economic, democratic, and social stability, as well as equality, ranking 3rd in the world by median wealth per adult. Iceland, a Nordic nation with a relatively small population of about 340,000, has a very low level of crime attributed to its high standard of living. Small population, strong social attitudes against crime, a high level of trust in its well-trained, highly educated police force, and a lack of tension between social and economic classes. Iceland also has laws to guarantee equality, such as legal same-sex marriage and same-sex adoptions, religious freedom, and equal pay for men and women. The country takes the female gender seriously, just like the male gender. Iceland isn't just the safest country in the world, but it also ranks #1 in gender equality. Even though there is always room to improve, Iceland has been a pioneer in women's rights for decades, notably in 1980, when Icelanders elected the first female president of any country in history. While past elections and academic rankings may seem irrelevant to females traveling in Iceland, these are just examples of how gender equality is ingrained ingrained into the local culture. It is law in Iceland for female workers to not get paid lower than their male counterparts. The country's male population is around 50.4, while the female population is around 49.6. The country provides safety for the LGBTQ+ individuals. Iceland is also considered one of the most friendly countries in the world to LGBTQ+ individuals. 29 years after Iceland elected the first female president in the world, the Icelandic legislature selected the first openly LGBTQ+ head of state. The country's national church, the Christian Church of Iceland, allows same-sex weddings in its worship places. The term equality is not just a superficial concept in Iceland, and even though Reykjavik would be considered a small town compared to other capital cities, it has a thriving gay scene with several bars and cafes to cater to the LGBTQ+ crowd. The country boasts of little or no crime. Crimes like robbery and thievery have a low rate in Iceland because the standard of living is high in the country and there is enough for everyone to enjoy. If one seriously ponders it, most of the crimes take place due to a lower level of satisfaction. The more you are happy with your life, the less you would feel inclined towards committing an unlawful act. The country provides affordable education for everyone. Iceland also gives education the level of importance that it deserves. A college degree in Iceland will cost you less than 1 month's rent, and this is one extraordinary step taken by the government. Education plays a very important role. According to the OECD, Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, Better Life Index, 77% of adult men between the age of 25 to 64 years have a complete high school education, while 78% of women in the same age group have received high school education. 86% of adults in Iceland have paid jobs, which means that the employment rate in Iceland is even higher than the average employment rate of 68% as measured by OECD. Better education shapes the mindset of people, making them understand the importance of peace and love for the existence of a society filled with harmony. Babies take a nap outside. Iceland is extremely safe for adults and children alike. The environment is so friendly that you will often see little ones taking naps outside restaurants in the open while their guardians grab a bite inside. Almost all tourist activities have strict guidelines that are established for child safety. The parents certainly take necessary measures to make sure that the babies are comfortable outside. They wear proper warm layers and are tucked inside their sleeping bags before getting into the strollers. The strollers have a baby monitor inside to keep tabs on the baby. But the main thing here is that the parents are not worried about someone just stealing and running away with their babies. One of the reasons Icelanders choose to let their babies nap out in the open is because the air quality is simply exquisite. The air pollution index of Iceland starts at 12.71, which makes it rank third on the list of the least polluted countries in the world. Iceland has no harmful animals. Iceland has a very rich wildlife, but you will hardly find any dangerous animals in the country. While the majority of Iceland is covered with Icelandic horses, one can find the Arctic fox, mink, rats, reindeer, mice, and rabbits as the wildlife of the countries. Polar bears are generally not a part of Iceland's wildlife, but they sometimes come from Greenland by riding the floating icebergs from Greenland. But that is a very rare occurrence. This makes camping in forests or traveling at night incredibly safe, and it is highly unlikely that you will encounter any rogue bear when on the roads or in the woods. Strict road rules. Not only does Iceland have strict road rules, but these rules are also followed religiously by everyone. Road safety is a very serious topic in Iceland, as it should be everywhere. Certain vehicles are assigned to travel on different kinds of roads. For example, only 4x4 vehicles can be used to travel the adventure F roads. The maximum speed limit for driving in Iceland is 90 kilometers per hour. Special measures are taken to ensure road safety of travelers and the citizens, and there is always a search and rescue team ready to take action on a call. The shocker: no one has a bodyguard in Iceland, not even the president. This may sound unreal, but another proof of Iceland being the safest country in the world is the fact that no one has bodyguards in the country, not even personalities like the president and celebrities. People are extremely polite, and there are almost no violent crimes or hate crimes reported in the country. The president was offered to make his vehicle bulletproof, but he refused the offer as there is no need for that kind of protection in Iceland. A never protested pride parade. While pride parades are a very important event worldwide, there are a few protesters in almost every area who protest against the pride parade. Iceland is the only country in the world where Reykjavik Pride, formerly known as Gay Pride, has never been protested. This fact may have to do with the fact that Iceland has a very close-knit community, or with the high education rate of the country. Either way, people are more understanding and accepting in the country, making it safe and pleasant for everyone. Iceland has no military. It sounds impossible, but it is true. Iceland does not go to war. Even the police don't have a SWAT team, but have an Instagram where they share cute pictures socializing with children. The one Cold War Iceland was at was with the UK when it tried to fish in Icelandic national waters. Icelanders swam underwater and cut off their nets with underwater scissors as a response and won the battle. Sneaky move, but better than picking up guns, right? And that's a wrap. I'm sure you enjoyed every bit of the video with the additional shocker. Kindly like the video, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our new videos.